In day one, we're going to look at graphing stories. So we're going to start with this warm-up. Students at Central High are complaining that the juice vending machine is frequently empty. Several student council members decided to study this problem. They record the number of cans in the machine at various times during the day, and they graph it. A, based on the graph, at what time is juice consumed the most rapidly? So if we take a look at it, we're looking for when is the juice leaving the machine, and there's a few spots here where it leaves. And we're looking at which one is the steepest, right? When is it leaving the most and the steepest? And so I would probably say that that might be right here in green, around lunchtime maybe, between noon and 1 or noon and 12:30 is when the machine goes from full to empty at a pretty fast rate. So I would say between noon and 12:30 p.m. And again, probably because it's lunchtime. B, when is the machine refilled and how can you tell? Well, when the amount of juice cans go up, so at around 10:30 it looks like a.m. And it's also refilled from 12:30 to 1. And also maybe after school from 4 to 4:30. C, when is the machine empty and how can you tell? Well, if you look at the graph, we're looking for when does it touch the empty line. So here's empty. Draw that line very well. And it looks like it's empty at 12:30 and from 3:30 to 4. And D, what do you think the student council will recommend to solve the problem of having an empty juice machine? So they could do things like refill it more, get another vending machine. So we'll talk about that in class. All right, today is really about taking a look at a video and seeing if you can graph the story that you see. And we're going to do 2 of them in class together. So the first one is called Atom Sliding. So in class, we're going to watch it 3 times. At first, just watch and what do you notice? And then the second and third time, you're going to sketch the graph of atom sliding. So in our packet on page 4, this will be the graph that you fill out. So I'm going to pop up the video. So first we just watch the video. There's the graph, and then we would fill this in height of the waist off the ground in feet. Okay, then we watch in half speed. This time we're noticing like the time. So between 0 and so at around 5 or 6 seconds, let's close that, he gets to the top. So he's climbing from about 0 to 5 or 6 seconds. Crosses over. 7 seconds he sits down. Waits there for a few seconds. And then at 12 seconds he starts sliding down. And he stands up at 14 seconds. All right, and then we'll watch it one more time in half speed. We'll do it a few times in class. So again, notice the time and what's happening. So climbing from 0 to 6 seconds, crossing over, 7 seconds sits down, sits there from 7 to 12 seconds, starts sliding down, 14 seconds reaches the bottom and he stands. All right, so then I'll give you time to graph it. In class, we'll say, all right, what did you come up with? And we'll draw it, and then we'll look at the answer. All right, and then we have one more in our packet, and that is distance from the bench. So same thing, we'll watch the video here, just first observing things. So this is the distance from the bench, and they mean of the weight, the dumbbell. Here's regular speed. And we'll watch in half speed. So we'll watch it in class a few times, and then we'll take a look at what did you come up with? What's the answer? All right. So again, it's all about taking a look at what's happening, and can you graph it? Can you figure out what goes where? So for your assignment, for today, it's going to be a Desmos. So you'll go to Schoology, and in the functions folder, so orange folder, you're going to click on Day 1 Graphing Stories Desmos link, and you'll want to complete that assignment by 8 a.m. tomorrow.